Did you ever wonder how a boy from a small town in Kansas could grow up to become one of the most influential figures in American history? Dwight D. Eisenhower, an icon of the 20th century, was born in the humble surroundings of Denison, Texas, on October 14, 1890. Yet the heartland of America, Abilene, Kansas, is where he spent his formative years, developing values that would guide him throughout his life. Young Eisenhower was a picture of determination and discipline, traits that were fostered by his hardworking parents. His mother, Ida, taught him the importance of honesty and integrity, while his father, David, instilled in him a strong work ethic. Eisenhower's thirst for knowledge led him to West Point, one of the most prestigious military academies in the United States. There, his leadership skills began to shine, setting the stage for the remarkable achievements that lay ahead. Ultimately, it was these formative years in the heartland of America that shaped the man Eisenhower would become. Eisenhower's rise to prominence, however, didn't come in the world of politics but on the battlefield. His military career unfolded like a masterclass in strategy and leadership. Starting as a junior officer in World War I, Eisenhower quickly distinguished himself. Yet, it was during the Second World War that his true genius for strategy emerged. As Supreme Commander of the Allied forces in Europe during the Second World War, Eisenhower coordinated a multinational military effort on a scale never seen before. He navigated the complexities of international politics, managing the egos of powerful world leaders, and making tough decisions that would alter the course of history. His crowning achievement was the planning and execution of Operation Overlord, better known as D-Day. This monumental task involved coordinating the invasion of Nazi-occupied Europe by land, sea, and air. It was a high-stakes gamble that, if successful, would turn the tide of the war in favor of the Allies. Eisenhower's leadership and strategic brilliance were instrumental in the operation's success. His ability to inspire and lead, his strategic acumen, and his unshakable resolve were all critical factors in his rise through the ranks of the military. By the end of the war, Eisenhower was a household name, not just in America, but across the globe. Eisenhower's military success catapulted him onto the world stage, but it was his next role that would cement his place in history. From the battlefield to the Oval Office, Eisenhower's leadership was set to steer America through a pivotal era. As the 34th President of the United States, Dwight D. Eisenhower presided over a country in the throes of the Cold War. His military acumen, honed over decades of service, proved invaluable as he navigated the treacherous waters of international diplomacy. Eisenhower was a master of balance, maintaining a delicate equilibrium between military strength and diplomatic engagement. He believed in peace through strength, and his administration saw a significant increase in military spending. Yet, he was no warmonger. His doctrine of brinkmanship was a calculated strategy to push the Soviet Union to the edge without tipping into full-scale nuclear war. This approach, while fraught with peril, managed to keep the peace during some of the most tense years of the Cold War. But Eisenhower wasn't just a military strategist. He was also a champion of civil rights. Amidst the tumult of the civil rights movement, he took decisive action to protect the rights of all Americans. In one of his most significant acts, he deployed federal troops to Little Rock, Arkansas, in 1957 to enforce the desegregation of public schools. This was a bold move that affirmed the federal government's commitment to upholding the Constitution and the rights it guarantees for all citizens. Eisenhower's presidency wasn't all about war and civil rights, though. He also had a vision for America's infrastructure. During his 2 terms, he implemented the Federal Highway Act of 1956, which established the interstate highway system we know today. This vast network of roads transformed the American landscape, connecting cities and states in an unprecedented way and fueling the growth of the nation's economy. Eisenhower's presidency left an indelible mark on the American landscape, literally and figuratively. His leadership during the Cold War, his commitment to civil rights, and his vision for America's infrastructure have shaped the country in ways that continue to resonate today. In many ways, the America we know today was shaped by the decisions and actions of Dwight D. Eisenhower. So how does a boy from Kansas become a defining figure in American history? Dwight D. Eisenhower, a military strategist, a president, a diplomat. His legacy resounds in the annals of American history. Eisenhower's military strategies, domestic policies, and diplomatic prowess continue to influence the nation's trajectory. His leadership and commitment to peace, a shining beacon in the tides of time. Dwight D. Eisenhower, a testament to the power of determination, leadership, and a commitment to peace, continues to shape the American narrative.